Royal Scottish Museum in Edinburgh, Scotland houses one of the world's most cursed objects. The Woman of Lem statue is surrounded in controversy. With an intensely debated history, the statue is alleged to have claimed the lives of everyone to touch it. Some say it's all smoke, but all are afraid to do what it takes to learn the truth. Whether the legend is true or not, their reputation remains. This statue is the Harbinger of Death. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first subscriber-only episode posted here on Haunted America. We wanted to kick it off with something a little bit different, so we decided to go with our first artifact episode. Sit down, grab your popcorn. We're joined by my boy JD once again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first subscriber-only episode of Haunted America. So as I stated there, guys, we are joined by my good friend here again, JD. How we doing, buddy?
We're doing good, sir. Ready to kick off the first subscriber-only episode. And like you say in the intro, a haunted artifact, one of my favorite parts of the paranormal. So I'm pretty juiced about this one.
Oh yeah, this one should be good. And this one actually, you brought it up to me, so I didn't know anything about this. Technically, I guess, right? This isn't America. This is overseas, which makes it a little bit sweeter, I guess, right? Something overseas that we're diving into, I believe, for the first time here on this podcast. So this should be interesting. Really quick though, guys, I do have to hit you with this super fast. I know it's a subscriber only episode. Just bear with me. Give me 1 second. Before we continue with this episode, I have to take a minute to talk about our sponsor. And this is something that's more dear to me than most people realize. And that's self-confidence. And just kind of being right with your emotional side of things. And that's where today's sponsor is going to come in to play here. New Norm. Let's be real, taking care of yourself isn't extra, it's essential. That's where New Norm men's self-care comes in. No gimmicks, no overcomplicated routines, just premium products designed for men who want to look good, feel sharp, and stay confident every single day. From skincare to grooming essentials, New Norm helps you stay on top of your game without slowing you down. Because self-care isn't about vanity, it's about standards. Upgrade your routine, own your confidence. New Norm's self-care. This is the new normal. New Norm self-care isn't a trend, it's personal. The brand was founded by a proud dad, inspired by the way his son and daughter supported each other and challenged outdated ideas around self-care and confidence. Lead by example, introduce simple habits, connect self-care to confidence, encourage conversations, and build a legacy of confidence. People every day around the world struggle with these things, feeling confident about yourself, and it leads to depression and thinking certain ways and maybe thinking that it's better off to just end it. And I'd really like to put a stop to that, so that's why I partnered up with these people. New Norm, I thank you guys very much. Before we end this little ad here, help is available. 988 is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline number. If you or anybody you know need emotional support, please reach out to this number. Once again, it is 988. I don't want somebody out there being the next spirit we're talking about. So if you guys want to get some help with feeling better about yourself and maybe, help build up that confidence there, check out the sponsor of today's show, New Norm. Let's get back into the episode. All right, thank you guys for letting me play that ad there for you. Hopefully you sticked around, you didn't skip through it. Today's sponsor, New Norm, is something that I have a little bit of a personal interaction with, I guess, there. So let's, what do you say, JD? Let's get right into the episode.
Let's do it, but very proud to be partnered up with someone that cares about mental health. I will say that.
Yeah, and that, really quick, back with today's sponsor. Yes, they deal with men for the most part. Everybody deals with that sooner or later in life, not just men, right? So that's why I included the crisis hotline number there at the end. If you guys want to, you feel like you need to have somebody to talk to, get a hold of that number, man, woman, whatever, do what you need to do, get your mind right, and make sure you guys stay here with us for the long haul. Like I said in the ad, we don't want one of you guys to be the next spirit that we are talking about on this podcast. So let's get right into it here. The Royal Scottish Museum in Edinburgh, Scotland houses one of the world's most cursed objects, right? Right, JD? And this is the Harbinger of Death. In 1878, a statue carved entirely of limestone was unearthed. The Woman of Lem statue, named after Lem, or Lempa, Cyprus, the location it was found, is believed to honor a fertility goddess. Just kind of crazy, right? Think about where the statue is found. For a fertility goddess is believed to, come on. Some believe it could be a crude depiction of a goddess whose name is lost to history. It's believed to have been created around 3500 BC. The statue is very similar to hundreds of other similar, smaller cruciform-shaped objects of the same time. These smaller objects were found in burial sites and are believed to hold ceremonial importance. The controversy began with the lack of documentation that is associated with its discovery. There are no archaeological records of its excavation. The true founder is unclear. However, the passing of time has created a sinister lore. Undocumented accounts portray a sadistic path of destruction, giving it the reputation that it has today. Historians have failed to gather concrete evidence of a list of owners. Most names come with little to no records to even prove they exist. The lack of facts, for understandable reasons, have fueled critics for decades. The first alleged owner was Lord Elfont. And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, somebody comment down and let me know. This was the name Cyprus was under British... excuse me. This was during the time Cyprus was under British ownership. According to legend, within approximately 6 years or so after buying the statue, Lord Elfont and 7 members of his family had died. 7 members within 6 years, and then include Elfont on top of that. That's 8 total people died within 6 years of acquiring this statue. A period of time passes and the second owner claims the statue. Ivor Menucci obtained the statue while in Europe. It wasn't long before the death knocked on the door. 4 years after claiming the Harbinger of Death, his entire family was dead. Dunzos, gone. In the ground. Right where they found the statue, coincidentally. Come on. The third owner was Lord Thompson Noel. His entire family also perished within 4 years. 4 years again. It's crazy. Is it coincidence? I mean, JD, come on now.
Everybody's dropping like flies, okay?
After acquiring this dang statue, that's too much to become coincidence, right? I mean, at this point, something's going on. There's a common thing here with all these families all dying off within a certain amount of time, right? And it's this dang statue.
This is over a span of years. Like, like several years, like decades. So yeah, it's a coincidence. I don't think so.
The final family to own it was that of Sir Alan Biverbrook. They got some weird names overseas. I've never met a person in the United States with the last name Biverbrook. So that's okay. Well, moving on. Shortly after acquiring it, yes, you guessed it, death came for his family as well. Biverbrook, his wife, and his 2 daughters had perished. Biverbrook's 2 remaining children, his sons, were scared enough to donate the statue after the tragedy. They said, "Get this dang thing out of our family. I don't want to deal with it. Moving on. Next." The statue ended up in the Royal Scottish Museum in Edinburgh. The deadly artifact now rests inside an enclosed glass case. Unfortunately, the Harbinger of Death claimed one last victim before permanently being locked away. A museum curator, the last person to ever touch the statue, died within a year of being exposed to it. Think about that. The last person to ever actually contact, like humanly touch this statue, this artifact, died within a year of touching it. It's just wild to me. The Woman of Lum statue remains a subject of debate. The one thing that no one will test is its bloodthirsty reputation. Museum staff claim to deny that the statue has any supernatural influence, but those same staff members refuse to take the chance to see if the legend is true. For now, the Harbinger of Death remains dormant. Perhaps it's just waiting to claim another soul. JD, tell me what's on your mind. What are you thinking right now?
Well, first of all, I want to applaud the 2 sons that finally wised up, because it took like centuries for someone to finally realize that this thing is just not meant for human contact. So finally someone wised up, and I find the word coincidence in this discussion to be hilarious. I mean, family after family after family is fallen victim to this thing. Its path of destruction is, you cannot tell me that this is a coincidence.
I mean, with the first family, I would maybe chalk it up to coincidence, right? Because it being this long ago, all those plagues and stuff that kind of came around and, killed off thousands and thousands and thousands of people back in the day, right? Before modern medicine and all that stuff kind of came in, right?
Right.
Yeah. Maybe with the one family I would have, okay, just something got him maybe, right? But then another family and another. I mean,
and another.
And we're talking, like you said, years and years apart, right? Stretches of time in between families here. We were advancing as people by the time it got to the last family. There ain't no way this is coincidence. This is creepy. And the lore of like where it was kind of dug up adds to it, right? It's just what could be attached to this thing that it slowly kills off a family that is it mad because it got dug up from its resting place, wherever that spirit inside that statue is resting? You know what I mean? Like what? It's got to be out for some type of revenge or something, It's got to be.
Well, for it to be from 3500 BC, we're talking very ancient stuff here.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
This is farther back than any of us modern paranormal investigators and, could even think, I don't even know where to go to look to try to find records from that long ago.
Right.
And this is overseas, so who knows how they kept records of certain things. I mean, we said right in the episode today, there's very little record of any of this, really, right? As pertaining to the statue. So who knows, man? I'm glad they finally got it locked up behind some glass where nobody can ever come into physical contact with this thing again. Because the last person, the curator, gone within a year. Could happen again. Who knows? It might just be sitting there waiting for somebody to slip up. Oh, I'm a little dusty. Come and clean me off, and you'll be dead within a year. No, I don't think so. I ain't going in after that, man. Well, you got anything else to add here, JD?
Well, one last thing I'd like to add is I would encourage our listeners to just Google this thing, and I mean, it just kind of looks wrong. Like, I mean, it's the more I look at it, the more and maybe it's because I've, read the lore about it, the history, its reputation. But the more I look at it, the more I think something just feels wrong about it.
Yeah, something's off.
Yeah, it's obviously bloodthirsty, like you said. It's here to take souls, and if as long as it's behind this enclosure, we should be safe. But just like we talked about with Ed Lorraine's, collection, eventually, for some reason, these things get loose. So look out if you're in its path. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm coming for you. Keep me locked up.
Yeah. We'll keep you locked up. Don't worry about it. You ain't coming after any of us anytime soon. You stay behind that glass where nobody can get to you.
Yeah, you better keep me behind some glass. I swear I'm just waiting for the day.
All right. I think that's where we end the episode, fellas. I think that's where we get out of here. Really quick, if you're a subscriber to the show and you've listened this far to the first actual subscriber only episode, want to drop a little bit of early knowledge on you, I guess. There's a small chance that we will be setting up at the New Orleans Paranormal Convention at the end of July, early August 2026. So if you guys want to maybe come meet us in person, we'll have t-shirts. I'm going to have my podcast stuff set up there possibly to be able to interview you guys and have you come on and actually share your real haunted stories live on the show. I'll compile everything and I'll put an episode out with every story that I get throughout the few-day convention. And we have some investigations in the works. I think me and JD decided that I'm going to be going in there solo, bare bones, mano y mano with spirits, trying to capture real evidence without all this big fancy technology. I'm talking a flashlight, a night vision camera, a normal camera. Did I say EVP recorder? EVP recorder, possibly just one or two small little minuscule things to get some I don't want to say this, photographic visual evidence, I guess, right? Like not a REM pod, but something that's maybe a little more silent, because some of these places we might be going in stealth mode, if you know what I mean, fellas. Try not to make as much noise. Some like REM pods, they beep so freaking loud. Trying to stay on the down low and see if these places are really haunted or not. Without all the big Hollywood effects and stuff. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Go in there, try to be as bare bones as possible, and capture real raw evidence without all the theatrics. So there's a little tidbit for you. If you're a subscriber, you just got that news way early. So follow us on YouTube, because episodes will be coming out on YouTube when we go do that kind of stuff. That's going to do it for today's episode, though. We'll catch you guys next Tuesday for another subscriber-only episode. In the meantime, this Thursday, we have another episode coming out as well. And I believe the episode coming out after this is Bigfoot, our first cryptid episode. So stay tuned. We'll catch you guys on the next one.